Hey Virgos, welcome to Tarot the Hill. Welcome to the place where we empower the high vibers. Luck here. I don't know if I'm back. I'm just inspired to do an end of year reading for all the signs. So here we are. I hope all is well. Happy holidays, all that good stuff. Happy New Year. I missed y'all. I did, man. But I hope all is well. All right, let's go. So this is for Virgo. Feel free to go on and check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus as well, or whatever sign you actually resonate with, okay? All right, well, and this is timeless, so it's whatever. All right, let's go. I come to you, humbly God, thanking you for your divine guidance, providing messages of divine light, divine love, in accordance with your divine will. What is it that the Virgo collective needs to know? Thank you so much. Where are we at with it for Virgos? Why am I seeing a waterfall? Oh, I'm feeling, what am I feeling? What's this waterfall about? It's just a rush of water. Purifying. It's a purifying energy coming through. It feels cleansing. I see, I like my voice is like becoming more calm. It feels cleansing. There is a cleansing energy that's coming through and is pushing things out of your way so that you can experience more. That's what I'm getting, all right? Allow for this release to happen. Some of you guys, this release can happen by way of purging, by way of crying it out, shouting it out, dancing it out. Some of you guys, you might be led to detox and eat better for the rest of, for the next couple of days, at the end of the year, whatever. Some of you guys, you will see a purge in your environment. You might be led to get rid of certain things and become more minimalist in when it comes to what you have in your home, your clothes or whatever. Some of you guys, you might purge your bills. Like, it just feels like material things that are being purged as well. And it can obviously be people. It just feels like you are packing lighter. All right? You're being led to pack lighter. There's something about this that feels very liberating. You might be purging yourself of responsibilities. Figuring out what's actually important to you, what's not. What are your priorities? Do you need cable? Right? Do you need that Netflix account? Right? It's things like that where you're actually figuring out, I don't need this. I can just kind of just chill, I don't need to be a part of this organization. Like, I can spend this time doing something else. I can spend time knitting. It feels peaceful. You're prioritizing your peace moving forward is what I'm getting. This is beautiful. With the Six of Pentacles energy coming through, it is about time that you start managing your peace is what I'm getting, okay? I love that. Managing your peace. And only keeping the things in your life that are reciprocating the energy that you want to experience in your world. It's just checking everything around you and seeing what's giving back to you. If it's not giving back, and if it's just an energy that's taking, then you don't want no parts of that. That's what I'm getting. A lot of this, you've held a lot of responsibility and obligations. You've carried it, being the strong one, whether in your family dynamic or friendship, or being the person at the job who always picked up the slack. You're learning how not to be that person anymore. So if you're like in a meeting now, you're like not being the one to step in and say something when it gets too quiet, or coming up with all the ideas. You're sitting back and seeing what other people have to say. If that's like if this is applying to corporate, I do feel like this is going to apply across the board though. All right. You're managing your effort, how much you're efforting when it comes to other people and other energies in your life all across the board. And essentially that effort, that over effort that you've been given, you're giving it back to yourself. You're aligning with ease and flow. You're aligning with ease and flow in your life with your intentions. And so naturally, you're going to eliminate the things that are not bringing ease and flow. Some of you guys, you might, it can lead to like hiring a housekeeper, right? Maybe you just don't want to clean anymore. And it's like, you know what? I'll just hire a maid once a week. You know, it's something like that. Like, how can I streamline my life and make things simpler? I'm tired. It's overdue. It is overdue. And I think you were waiting for people to pick up the slack for you. You were waiting for people to realize all that you've been doing for other people and saying, hey, I see you. Let me help you out. But it's never happened. No one ever came to your rescue. And because of that, now you're realizing, no, I have to come to my rescue here. I am going to have to shed some of these responsibilities, and people are going to have to just go on and fend for themselves at this point. And there's a peace that comes with that. Look at that with temperance. Just calm, calming, flowing energy. And it makes sense. This is long overdue. It makes sense. The divine is supporting you in this. They're making it very easy for you to do this. They're showing you exactly, they're highlighting exactly what needs to be purged out of your life. And I feel like it's not, you know, sometimes when we're being led to let things go, it's hard to do so. This is going to be a yes, 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 and yes moment for you. Like, yeah, I'm cool with all this. You are absolutely right, universe. We need to clean this out. And is no love lost? It's like, look, I got to do me because ain't nobody else trying to do me. Wait, what? Not what does that mean? Ain't nobody else trying to look out for me the way I'm looking out for me is what I meant to say. Maybe some of you guys, somebody ain't doing you. You know what I'm saying? But that's another story for another day. All right. What else we got? Yeah, Ten of Swords. You had this moment, this epiphany that lets you know that nobody's going to take care of you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. You were waiting to be appreciated, and it just hasn't happened. You waited long enough to know it's not going to happen. And if I keep moving like this, I'm going to wear myself the fuck out, okay? So I got to get up out of here. I need to make something shake and move out here for my own peace of mind. So I'm going to shake this responsibility off. I'm going to shake that off. I'm going to hire someone for that. I'm going to streamline this process. I'm going to cancel those bills. I don't need any of that, you know. I'm responsible for my peace. So this process is long overdue. I can't stress that enough. It's long overdue because this cycle lasted for way too freaking long. I don't know. I'm getting a little upset. You've been the burden carrier for way too fucking long. It's time. And I don't even think that you're really worried about what other people have to say at this time because you are realizing how long this has been going on. And you are realizing that certain people have no intentions of coming in and holding it down for you, being there for you the way you've been there for them. So it just doesn't hurt to actually let if these are people, to set the boundaries there. Like, it's just like, I have to do this because literally I know you don't care to look out for me. I know you can't be there for me the way I need to, the way I'm there for you. So I don't really care. You know, it's Queen of Swords energy, but a bit gentler. It's a bit gentle. It's not like I don't care, but it's really like I'm choosing me type of energy, which is lovely. You have the Ten of Pentacles coming out in reverse. It is going to shake up your foundation. It is going to shake up either your home life, what people are used to you being. Obviously, if you're the bedrock for a lot of people, and now you remove yourself as a foundation or the rock, you're no longer the rock for people. They're going to feel the shake, and they're going to have to adjust. And that's it. I don't see you actually minding that. You're like, look, I could do it. You could do it too. Be self-sufficient, man. You know what I mean? Like, look, okay, sure. Here we are. These connections, when you pull back your energy, you might be, all right, so you're going to shake them up, right? You're going to learn a lot about how unhealthy these connections were in the first place. All this time. Oh my gosh. You know, it is something here about time. You invested a lot of time in some of these situations. Okay? You invested a lot. You should have been let them go. All right? Or been set these boundaries. Some of you guys, this is someone or people that you should have been cut off. You held on for way too long in this situation, okay? This is being highlighted. I feel like there might be a situation that lets you know how toxic it is. And then you let it go and you don't feel any hard feelings about it on your end. You don't feel any guilt about it on your end. You're like, oh, I need to, so I can protect myself. Okay, great. But then you start seeing, when you separate yourself, you start seeing how crazy it really was. You weren't able to see it while you were in it. Like, wow, I really just dealt with this dysfunction for so long. I dealt with being used like this for so long. What was I thinking? You know, that starts to come up. And again, it doesn't come with this level of guilt or anything. I mean, it could be a little bit, but it's the prominent feeling here is, I just got to do it. Straight up, you know, and it's, even if it's a little bit bittersweet, it feels cold. I'm not gonna hold you. It feels a little bit cold. like, damn, you just gonna cut me off like that? That's probably how they would feel. But with the Temperance card here and that Six of Pentacles, it just feels right. It feels right. The Nine of Swords coming through, there is a question here about the logistics of, well, if I pull back from them and I'm no longer supporting them in this way, what will they do? And you know, your natural caretaker mode will lead to these spiral of questions, but I don't see it stopping you. I don't see it stopping you. Make this move, set those boundaries, and then see how they actually show up. Or see how you start to look at the situation differently once you're out of it. It'll become very clear once you get out of it how much you were being, how much people depended on you, and how much you didn't have anyone to depend on. High Priestess. High Priestess with the Temperance. It's like, yes, yes, yes. The universe is applauding you for this, okay? They're applauding this new mentality, this new positioning, how you're positioning yourself. No longer being, Capricorn had this energy, no longer being the savior. You might want to watch a Capricorn reading. It's similar energy here. About playing a role of being a savior and fixer and being someone's rock, and then deciding I can no longer do that for the sake of your own abundance. For Capricorn, it was because they had this abundance on the line, and getting involved in trying to fix a specific situation actually takes away from their abundance. It's a drain for them. For you, it just seems like an overall long story. While Capricorn had it's like an isolated incident that they need to step away from. You guys, it's like an overall, like a long cycle of, this is the role that you've played for specific people for a really long time. And now you're learning to just stop doing it. So it's ending off with the Nine of Cups, which is beautiful, okay? See, I love this. This Five of Wands, this energy is just so smooth. This is going to be such a smooth transition for you. You feel like it's right. Even if you're like, damn, I don't know how they're going to make it work without me, but damn, you know, and that idea is going to come through. But I don't see you like not doing it. You're just like, Damn, that's going to be tough for them, but I got to do what I got to do. So, okay, so we have that Three of Wands coming out upright with that Nine of Cups. There's something, things start to just look clearer. Like, so this rush of energy, this blue water I'm getting here, this is the energy that I felt at the beginning. Like everything's being purged out and then the sky becomes clear and the sun comes out. Like you've been in a cycle where it's just been cloudy and the clouds was other people's shit. Like you were dealing with other people's shit. And now it's like, man, you take your clouds, My sky is clear. Okay, y'all need to learn how to clear up your own skies. I'm sitting here telling you, bring your clouds over to my world. Fuck that, you know? So now it's like you're clearing up the skies and everything is about to just get clearer for you. You might start manifesting quicker. Things might start to move quicker for you with this Nine of Cups because there's something that you wanted to experience in your world. But because you were handling everyone else's world, you're juggling so much. Because of that, you weren't able to invest in yourself in the way that you could. When it comes down to it, your spirit and your world is clear. And I'm talking about just you as an individual. It's other people's stuff, other people's madness, and other people's lack of managing their own world that came spilling into your own world. And it's this realization of that, like, oh, I'm holding on to y'all mess. And it's causing clouds in my world. I can't have your stuff spilling into mine. Handle it. Y'all handle that. And I'm going to handle mine. When you realize, once you give them back their responsibility, you hand their responsibility of their lives back over to them. You no longer step in and try to fix and mold and shape and organize other people's lives. You start realizing they were not an asset to your life at all. You start realizing how many people around you are actually liabilities because they could not hold their own. Yeah. Anyway, it leads to this beautiful manifestation energy. I just feel like things start to clear up and you start manifesting more. This next year is probably going to be very exciting where you're just doing new things for yourself. Try new things that just make you happy. It might come with a little bit of survivor's guilt. I'm getting some of that, to be very honest, because if you're around all these people with cloudy worlds and your world is sunshiny and rainbows, like it's going to be a little bit of, you're going to realize that in your peripheral, right? Like, wow, the people around me are not really doing too well, but I'm doing great. But it's not your spiritual business. Okay, that's another thing that came through for the Capricorn reading was minding your spiritual business is not taking other people's karma for your own. Watch the Capricorn reader. This Ten of Swords might represent a very specific situation that will highlight this all for you and then close out the cycle of being people's spiritual fixer. All right. All right. What's the overall advice for them? Some of you guys, this is about your role in a family that's about to change. If people keep coming to you for money and now you're not able to save, you know, it's like stopping that from happening. Like, stop coming to me as a bank. I have my bills to pay. I have my shit I got to do with my money. Even if it is saving up for a trip. You know, it's like releasing that guilt. If somebody's like, they can't pay bills and you're like, yeah, but I got to save up for this luxury car. And you might feel guilty about that. But no, it's your money. Save up for the luxury car. If they can't pay their bills, they need to learn. Just like you learn, right? It's that type of energy. Where you're allowing yourself to treat yourself. You're allowing yourself to be there for yourself. What is the blockage right now for the people who have not gone through this energy yet, who did not get on the other side of this energy? What's the blockage? Hermit card in reverse. on the go so much, being there for this person, that person, that you don't have time to just sit and think and figure out what you want, what your desires are. You're exhausted. You are exhausted, okay? That's the energy that's coming through. You're exhausted, and you might not be associating your exhaustion with your support of everyone else, being the rock for everyone else, but that is the source of your exhaustion. It's draining your life force. Straight up. I'm going to just say that, okay? So you're going to have to do this and protect yourself. Okay. What are they feeling to see? High Priestess coming through with the Ace of Wands. In this Hermit energy, when you decide to pull back your energy and protect yourself and follow the flow of purging your life, and only allowing for the things that are feeding your spirit, it leads to, oh, I'm hearing an example. Okay, well, that's interesting. But with the Ace of Wands, it leads to a gift here. This could just be a new hobby that really fulfills you. All right. If you found yourself just working to pay bills, if you found yourself, even when you did have some time to breathe, it was given to someone else, that chapter is about to end by choice, if you choose to. And then you would find a hobby or something. There's something that comes out of this that really fulfills you, where it brings more color to your life. It's something that's just for you. All right? And that's what life's all about, right? Just at least have a slice of pie for yourself, right? It's just finding things that make you happy and stop trying to make everyone else happy. And I think this needs to be explored. Like, if you were to ask yourself right now, what is your hobby that really makes you feel good? You might have a hard time actually answering that question. But yeah, so that needs to come about. It's not really shirking your responsibilities, but it is prioritizing you and at least giving yourself some space to love on yourself. We have that Queen of Cups coming through. This over-loving energy is not serving anyone. So you setting an example by setting boundaries is good for some people. It seems like there might be some people who look up to you, who are watching you, and they're seeing you set the boundaries, and then they're going to learn how to do it too. Some people, they won't be that inspired. They'll just be offended and whatever. Ultimately, it does demand more respect, okay? Where people respect your time more because you're respecting your time more. As opposed to people taking it for granted, like, oh, this person's always there. They're always ready. They're always gonna say yes. They're always gonna run to save me. And when you start saying no, this is when it changes the game for you and everyone around you. It's time to stop being an overlover, overgiver. Match the effort. Or if you're going to give, if you want to give to charity, use that generosity in a way that makes you feel more fulfilled than drained. Because how you're using this generous spirit, it's actually draining you. How you're using this empathetic spirit is actually making you become is making you attract users, leechy energy, okay? Overall advice. Queen of Wands. You get fired up in a way that you haven't been before. You start feeling yourself more. Oh, what's that? Hold on. What? Okay. You start feeling yourself more, all right? I feel like with this Ace of Wands, there's this new passion, new fire that comes out, where you might want to, if somebody's dependent on you financially, for example, you might start setting those financial boundaries there and investing in your own wardrobe. Like if you was supporting your spouse and making sure they look good all the time, but then you was dressed in holy clothes. scrubs, right? Then it's like you invested in your wardrobe. I'm seeing that you're purging some things and then replacing it with things that actually make you feel good and satisfied. I am feeling this level of adornment. You're realizing like, I need to take better care of myself. Let me start doing my nails again. Let me upgrade my wardrobe. Treating yourself to nice meals. It just feels like an upgrade. You're upgrading your lifestyle as a result of this. And it makes you feel like you're working for something. This feels very practical. It's just a shift in your lifestyle because you decide to take care of yourself. You want to have something to show for all the work that you've put in. And you thought that the reward was going to come from the gratitude from the people that you've been helping. But because you haven't gotten that gratitude from them, all it led to was being asked for more things, or all it led to was you getting even more responsibility. Now you're like, okay, that's not working out. It's like at a job and you're like always being very efficient. All it does, it doesn't give you the raise. It gives you more responsibility. Now you're doing other people's work. It's like, okay, this is not the intended effect. This isn't the desired results. I need something to show for this. If I'm going to do more work, I need to get paid more. Or if I'm going to be the rock of this family, then y'all better praise me. You know what I mean? It's like, not like that, but you want to feel appreciated. And because you haven't been, you're going to learn how to make yourself feel appreciated by appreciating yourself, loving on yourself, spoiling yourself. I'm getting that. It feels more luxurious. It feels like spoiling, and whatever level that is for you. It's beautiful. I love it. All right, well, that's it. Let me know what you think. Feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm IG, Taryn Hill. Thank you so much. Till we meet again. Peace.